Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you guys an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you grabbed a snack, stayed for a while, and click the subscribe button. I would love to have you. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. So you can tell by the title of the video, we're going to kind of battle it out today and between the new Colourpop Pretty Fresh Pressed Powder and the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. Which one will win? So if you would like to find out, then just go ahead and keep on watching. All right guys, so battle of the powders. Two drugstore. One is an actual drugstore brand, e.l.f. The other one is just a more affordable brand. I don't consider Colourpop drugstore. I just don't. We can talk about that in another video. Anywho, these are both very affordable. Of course, the e.l.f. Camo one is actually advertising itself as a powder foundation, whereas the Colourpop Pretty Fresh is just advertising itself as a pressed powder. But I still thought, why don't I go ahead and put them against each other and see which one I like the best. I am enjoying both of these products. I definitely have been enjoying this one on its own with concealer. And when I tested this out in the video, which I'll link it down below, I also enjoyed it with just concealer. As you can tell, my under eyes are already nice and concealed. So we are ready to go. I did use pretty hydrating primers. I would definitely suggest, especially if you run on the dry side, to use very hydrating primers because powders tend to kind of just run a little bit more on the dry side. It's probably an oily girl's best friend, but anyone who's not actually oily, I would say use very hydrating primers. Let's go ahead and get started. I have two different brushes here. This is by It Cosmetics. It's the It brushes for Ulta. It's a blurring foundation 101 brush, and this is the Lawless foundation brush. They just have like similar dome applicators. Let's get started. All right, I think I'm going to start with the Colourpop side. I did bring my little Tati Blendiful thing. I do enjoy that when I feel like I need more coverage, but since I am using a more dense brush today, I might not need to. Okay, so for the Colourpop Pretty Fresh, I have the shade Light 8. This one is a tiny bit light for me right now. We'll see how it looks compared to the other side. And I'm going to tap, tap, tap. All right, this is what we're looking like. Looks beautiful, natural, like my skin, but better. That is my toddler chewing very loud, by the way. All right, now for the e.l.f. side, and I'm going to use the It Cosmetics brush. This one I purchased in the shade 280N, which stands for neutral. I definitely feel like this one's a tiny bit darker. Already I can tell that this one definitely has more coverage than this side, but again, e.l.f. is saying it is a powder foundation and the Colourpop is not. Okay, so this is what we are looking like. I did end up using the Tati Beauty Blendiful for both sides. On this side, I used a different corner, of course, just to see if I can build it up a tiny bit more. But yeah, this one is more of a powder than a powder foundation. Even if you do try to build it up, I don't think you can. I haven't tried a damp sponge, but honestly, it's not what I would actually do, so I'm not even gonna try. And for this side, I've been finding myself that I have to use it right here. I don't know why with the brush. It just doesn't want to add on there too well. So I did use this to kind of build it up. You can definitely tell that the shades are different. I think for sure light 10 will be a closer match for me. Like, it's not a big difference, but you can tell that this one's a tiny bit darker. I definitely feel like this one's a little more neutral, right? What do you think? All right, so far, both sides look beautiful, but I definitely feel like I am favoring the e.l.f. side, not because of the coverage, but because it looks more flawless. It actually looks more blurring. Whereas this side, it doesn't look like as flawless as the e.l.f. side. Okay, so let me go ahead and finish off the rest of my face, and then we will get a final verdict and talk. All right, guys, face is all nice and done. And if you ask me, you can't really tell too much of a difference. Just maybe this one's a tiny bit lighter, and maybe the coverage, actually, no, I'm lying. This one definitely looks more flawless, more airbrushed, and this side just kind of looks like I have a very light layer of something on top of my natural skin, right? I did top off the whole face with the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. I feel that with powder foundations and just powders in general, a little bit of a like refresher just kind of pulls everything together, especially because it's a powder and it takes out all of the moisture. So I do feel that helped, but I still feel like the e.l.f. side looks a little bit more airbrushed than the Colourpop side. All right, let me scoot you on back and we can talk real quick. All right, guys. So in this little battle of the Colourpop Pretty Fresh and the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation, I definitely feel like the e.l.f. is the winner, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the coverage, because I do really like this side. I enjoy this side. I will definitely be using this Pretty Fresh powder this way when I use it. It was still nice on top of the tinted moisturizer like I showed in my review, and I'll link that down below as well. But it's just the e.l.f. one, I feel it really blurs out your skin and it perfects it without adding that like cakiness to it. I don't know. It must be one of the ingredients in there. I'm really enjoying the e.l.f. side more as far as the formula goes. It is an added bonus that it has more coverage, but the formula itself, I feel, is just a lot nicer. More, it looks like I have actual foundation on, but I don't, which is really nice because it's so lightweight. I don't feel like I have anything at all on my face. And this one's $11 and this one is $14. So e.l.f. is the winner. I honestly didn't think it was going to be, but it is. And if I'm being 100% honest, when I was going to test out the e.l.f. one, I didn't think I was going to like it. I thought it was going to look dry. I thought it was going to look cakey. It's just because that is what I have experienced with other powder foundations. But this e.l.f. one, it is a definite winner. So if you are on the fence and are not sure which one to get, I definitely do feel like the e.l.f. Cosmetics is the right choice. Of course, I will go ahead and leave my skin info, age, and all that good stuff in the description box down below. That way you can reference that, because I can't speak on somebody who has super oily skin, and I also can't speak on somebody who has super dry skin because neither of those skin types align with mine. So I could only speak for my skin type and those who land in my skin type. So if you are similar and you haven't purchased either one because you are not sure which one to go with, I am definitely enjoying the e.l.f. Cosmetics more than this one, but they are both beautiful and I will be using both of them a lot because they are great. I feel like they're going to be perfect for summer. All right, well, that concludes this video and this little battle of the powders. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope I helped you out and hopefully making a decision on which one to purchase. All right, guys, so with that being said, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. I would love it if you gave this video a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, and you would definitely help me out in the algorithm of hopefully bringing some new and fresh eyes to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family by clicking the subscribe button. I would love to have you. All right, guys, I will see you on the next video. Bye.